It was the famous commitment that Yaakov Avinu told Yosef while he was sitting in front of him with his two children. He said, B'cha Yevarech Yisrael, that the Jewish people for generations to come are going to bless their children with these words of Yesimcha Elokim Ka'Ephraim V'Chimenashe, that Hashem should make your children just like Yosef's children, Ephraim and Menashe. It's a beautiful promise that we know is still followed today, generations later. The words are B'cha Yevarech, that with you in singular form they will bless. It should be with them, referring to Ephraim and Menashe. And the Be'er Yosef explains that Yaakov Avinu was addressing a very legitimate question that we may have. Really? I'm gonna bless my children that they should be like Ephraim and Menashe? Menashe, who was at the highest points of royalty, who was in charge of Yosef's entire palace. And Ephraim, who was so high spiritually because he learned directly with his grandfather, Yaakov Avinu. How can I bless my children that they're gonna reach these heights and this greatness? Come on, get real. I'm a regular guy, my kids are regular kids. They're not gonna reach that. And that is what Yaakov was saying. B'cha, like you, he was referring to Yosef HaTzadik. Just like you is how we're going to realize that we can attain that greatness. Yosef, you were in the lowest places physically. You were sold as a slave, you were locked up in jail, and spiritually you were at ground zero for impurity in Mitzrayim, and yet you rose to be the second to the king and you became royalty. And spiritually you still stayed in your pureness and you remained Yosef HaTzadik. If you can do it, everyone can do it. No matter where they started or how low they were, we can all achieve greatness. That's a message from Yaakov Avinu for our children and for ourselves. No matter how low we've gone and how simple we may feel we are, we're all destined for greatness. Have a great Shabbos.